It's Eyewitness Report on Channels Television, where your pictures and videos are brought into focus and given the proper treatment. Thank you for always being there to keep them coming in. I'm Chris ILEMS. This week, Surulere Street in focus as Ayilara undergoes reconstruction. Arefunwe Street in Ilori, Kwara State faces threat from erosion. Is there an end in sight to the Apapa Gridlock, or have we become powerless against this monster? Join us for these and more on Eyewitness Report.
This is a typical sight around the National Theatre in Lagos. Trucks parked everywhere and motorists finding their way either to or through the island. Like an adornment, the trucks hang everywhere you turn. Even the bridges are not spared. All the way to Eric Moore in Surulere, the trucks are lined up, slowing down traffic. They're all finding their way to the port, and the people of this locality bear the brunt. Judge Obi, who is a resident and also does business in the area, paints the picture of what the residents are faced with on a daily basis.
I'm going to go, talk about three aspects this has affected us. It will affect the productivity in the sense that when we get up in the morning, that to get to the island that normally take 25-30 minutes, we spend 2 hours or more to get there. Secondly, I import. Before, we used to get our cargo 20 feet from Apapa to Surulere here for 120,000 naira. Today, it has gone up to 400, from 400 to 500,000 just to get your container from Apapa to Surulere. Thirdly, the social aspect is that every now and then, maybe after the hours or even over the weekend, you want to go to the island, maybe meet a friend in a restaurant or you can't go because when you climb up the bridge, you're going to be stuck for 3 hours or more, between 7 or even 10. And the worst thing is that you might be there, bad boys might come there and try to take your phone, try to dispossess you of your valuables when you're still stuck on traffic. I don't know what is going on. When it started happening, about last year, we are thinking that it's going to take just a while and this is going to be, but it has become the norm. So we don't know when this is going to stop. And we are actually begging the authorities to do something about it. Anyhow, they're going to take care of it because it is actually making Lagos becoming a zoo. People in the island cannot come to the mainland. Mainland cannot go to the, island. Going to Apapa is the no-go area. Nobody goes there driving his car. You must jump Okada or whatever, and with all the attendant risk. This thing is not expected of any civilized society.
Towards Ujuelegba, there's been an accident, compounding further the gridlock and impact on the people, some of whom have resorted to trekking to beat the traffic. Lately, cases of fallen trucks spilling their content on the Ujuelegba Bridge have become quite rampant, creating unending troubles for the people. All these have, in one way or the other, been linked to the many problems of the Apapa Gridlock, which has continued to defy various solutions offered by the government. Only recently, a governing board for the Council for the Regulation of Freight Forwarders was constituted to check the impact of the activities of illegal freight forwarders at the port, which is put at over 20,000. The chairman of the board says much is ongoing to weed them out of the port so the gridlock is contained.
We have about 1,000 plus that are corporates that registered. So if you compare with the real people that cooperate with CRFFN now, you will see that there is very small numbers, which if you go to freight forwarding sector industry now, you will see over 23,000 people that claim they are freight forwarders. So with this, we are going to reduce a lot of congestion in the ports.
In his submission, the chairman of a South-South coalition group, GILLIS-HARRY, berates the government over reliance on Apapa Port when there are several others across the country.
We have a situation where we have several ports that are not working. We have the Warri port, we have this the Brutu port, we have the Saple port, we have Port Harcourt port, we have Onne port, we have Calabar port, and these ports need to be activated and need to be active to take the business of clearing, imports, exports, and forwarding, so that we can have businesses running in this area to ensure that this segment of Nigeria is economically viable.
As far as this logistic expert is concerned, solving the Apapa Gridlock requires a complete understanding of the problem, which he categorizes into external and internal factors. Mr. MORAKINYO BALOGUN says the Apapa Gridlock requires an emergency response.
The solution to the problem is using the post system. What we have at present is a hybrid of systems, where if you go to the MPA, they're using something in Marina, the dry dock. They're also doing some operations from Eputemeta within the NRC compound, which is moving containers from the port too. But that is not going to deal with the problem. And in addition, they're using the Ikorodu lighter terminal to move barges to and fro from the ports. In addition, we have White Sands, which is a collaborative effort between Lagos State Government and Nigerian Ports Authority. The call-up system has been provided by MPA, and the Lagos State Government has given them White Sands, which is just around the corner. But that will not solve the problem. So we need a system, and in addition, you still have vehicles still going, whether they want it or not, towards Lagos. Indeed, the flaw in the current system is most of what is being done is not very beneficial to anybody. It's very detrimental to most. But this system is seamless and it's a win-win situation. So going into the nitty-gritty of it, it has 7 key components. The first of which is the tanker parking facilities or the trailer parking facilities. It also has a bespoke call-up system that will be used for the whole axis to solve the problem. Because whatever affects Apapa and Ajegunle will have the same knock-on effect. So it's the domino effect. So to cure the problem, we have to go to the root of it. So what ETMS TAP, which is the name of the report here, does is it goes right into the very nitty-gritty of it to solve it from the source so that the problem can never rear its head. The positive about this report is it solves the problem not just for now, but for the future.
For now, the Apapa traffic continues to stare us all in the face menacingly, and just like a mountain, it appears unmovable. But where there is a will, there always will be a way.